Okay, Wednesday morning in the kingdom, and Johnny G's coming over. He doesn't have much freight, but he hopes he has, how'd you say, he hopes he makes it, because it's chilly out here. This morning we woke up to minus 27 Celsius, but feels like minus 38. That's lies. It's colder out here. And on the yo-yo scale, minus 16, but feels like minus 36 Fahrenheit. That's better. That's when it gets down to minus 40 below. You know you're going to the rodeo. All right, I don't have my glasses on, so we'll fake it here, just like in the bedroom. All right, it is cold out here. Did I write that? Oh my. All right, we're not sure why the quad didn't work. Now, if the diesel heater did work for the staff, she would have warmed it up and been okay and handled it herself. But oh no, she got to, how to say, enjoy a chilly ride to the kingdom riding on the quad. And also, too, we're going to gather some more firewood because it's supposed to be colder by the weekend. All right, let's back up here and see what the me phone can see. Oh, that wind is chilly. All right, we got some sunshine over there. Yes, and look at this. We'll do the magic trick like Harry Stone on Night Court. Look at that. That's my cord. The Viagra cord. Look at that. Look at how far I'm holding it. That's talent. Magic. All right, the me phone's probably censoring me, so I'll quickly scroll this way, and then we'll scroll back. It's chilly day today. Oh my. And I got to do paperwork this morning. I filled it all out yesterday and I did it wrong. Oh well, we'll have to do it again. It's just think now, if I got Mrs. Wiggins to do it, oh my, it'd be totally wrong. But I was close on a couple of questionnaires. All right, enough of this. The me phone's probably censored me. We got to walk the dogs quickly and then get back in the office and do some paperwork. And then the staff will be here after lunch to haul some firewood. Oh my, here comes the boss. Oh my, it's a little cold out here. No Lily Tomlin mic. And the block heater is a little noisy on the 41 Chevy. Oh my, hopefully it starts today because we need some firewood.
Wednesday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 9 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is shining and there's not a cloud in the sky, but it is cold. So let's head inside, let the dogs out, make breakfast, and at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to this afternoon. That Amish white bread I made yesterday turned out perfectly. I already ate half a loaf. I will be bringing my dad a loaf as well, and then I'm going to freeze one. I did not have enough bread pans for it, so I ended up making some rolls, and they turned out good as well. I will be making more of this bread. Thank you again for the recipe.
Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom, and I have nothing to show for it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yes, what did I do all morning? I redid that form that I did yesterday. It took me over an hour yesterday. Today it took me 40 minutes because I clicked on the wrong box. It said something about being mentally or something challenged or something like that. I viewed it as being retarded, and I put down, yes, I live outside of WHO-ville. So yes, I am mentally challenged. All right, so they didn't like that answer. All right, so I came out here after I filled out the form. Plus, I also take pictures of the form when I do it. So I just have to look at my pictures so I can, I would say, click the boxes correctly. So I split my firewood to dry. When it's this cold, it splits nicely because of the moisture content. And then over here, got to do the walk and talk. All right. So the dogs have a door in the house so they go in and out. I gave up opening and closing the door for them because they're independent dogs. They want to go out now. They want to come in now. So why? So we made up a little hinge here using a wooden clothespin, but after a year or so, or 2 years, the clothespin springy thingy doesn't have much oomph, so then you kind of push this up against it to give it some more. So this summer I spent my money foolishly. Yes, I bought some hinges on eBay. So when they say, oops, I'll have to pick that up later. Yes, so when they say like $7.99 or $11.99 US, by the time they landed here with duty, shipping, exchange in the dollar, these are like 45 bucks, and they didn't work. Yes, so we're back to what the miners did back in the day. Yes, what the miners did. If you watch Wonder Hussy when she did the, how do you say, walk and talk and hike videos up to the mines and stuff like that, the old miners are using rubber. So this is a hose. See there? She laid out flat like that. Screw nail it down, and then when the dogs open it, it goes up like that, and it goes back to natural state. Yes, so that's what they did 150 years ago, or 120 years for sure, and we're right back to it. My own design, purchase design, we're back to the rubber hose. Yeah, Isn't that unreal how we're going back to simpler times because modern technology? I think the the Asian made material is just crap, man. They couldn't handle. The one dog uses his nose to open the door. The other dog reaches across with her paw, opens it, and flings it. Yes, she's in a hurry to get out because those intruders are in the kingdom. All right, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave, and then we have a full production afternoon planned.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. Today I'll be having my leftover hamburger soup from last night with the leftover bread that I made as well. That bread is pretty good. I also made some biscuit bun things last night as well because I didn't have enough bread pans. Now let's head inside and heat up lunch, and then at 1 p.m. we'll get the skidoo out. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch and fed the dogs. They weren't outside very long. I also got the Yamaha started, no problem, and have it parked. I was going to head over to the kingdom, but my banana bread is not done cooking in the oven, so I will wait and head over there around 1:30 or so when my banana bread is done, and then we can see what my dad's up to. Almost 1:30, it looks like my banana bread is done. I just wrapped in some tinfoil. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and let it cool down on my dad's counter, and then I can see what he's up to, so let's head on over. Made it to the kingdom, and this is what my dad's banana bread looks like. Hopefully it is cooked. If not, my dad can just put it in the oven for a little longer. I'm gonna let it cool. That's why I didn't cut it open to see if it's cooked or not. It is still technically cooking. I also made some homemade blueberry jam this morning in my fancy salsa container. We keep every container to repurpose and reuse, so this will go on my dad's homemade bread that I made yesterday. I brought him his loaf. He also tried my little biscuits and thought they were delicious. Now let's head outside, and we have to empty out the 41 and then get it started so we can move it. Not much firewood left in the 41, so I'll quickly fill the tub that's beside me, and whatever's left over I'll just put it on top. Then we can get it started, let it warm up, and then park it down by the shop. Once we are done with firewood, the sloop and the cat will be parked up here. That way you guys get a different scenery. While the 41 warms up, we are going to head down to the wood pile with the skidoo, the sloop, and the cat, and we'll fill the pails and get a little bit of firewood. Then we can come back up and move the 41 down to the shop. PM, we're down at the wood pile, just got all the pails filled. We put a little bit of small stuff on the back. Now we're going to leave the cat here and then take the skidoo back up to the house, move the 41, and then get the mini out and come back down, and we have to load up some timbers on the front, and then the cat can go back up and get parked over by the shop, and then we can take the timbers off, and then we have to put some trees on and a few other things. Now let's head back up on the skidoo, get the mini out, and move the 41. Got the 41 parked. Now we'll get the mini out and then head back down to the wood pile and load some timbers on the sloop, and then bring the sloop back up, and we're just going to put the timbers right here beside the pile, and then we can go around to the big boat and get some trees. Got the mini, and now we're over at the timber pile. We'll quickly load up a few timbers. We were going to unload this and then reload it with trees, but we'll just use the ramp sloop that we have and hook that up for the trees. So we'll be leaving this over by the shop, and then my dad can just cut it as he needs. 2:30, we made it back up to the Kingdom, just parked the salvage sloop over by the shop, and then we hooked onto the ramp sloop, and now we will load up all those trees that my dad is backing up to in behind Thor's plow there. Should be enough to last him a few days, then we'll park this up by the house where the 41 was. $3 p.m. we just got everything put away, and we threw a couple timbers into the shop. That way my dad can cut them when he needs them. I'm officially done in the Kingdom, so I'll head up and do mail.
Okay, after coffee in the Kingdom, and we got a mess to clean up. Yes, that was the tarp on the 41 Chevy and the straps, and they were all wet and iced up and everything. So bring them in, throw them on the shop floor, thaw them out, and then we can put them away properly. And we got to get the wood stoves going because it chilled off in here because I was so chilled and cold from riding the cat and the mini hoe that I went in and had a warm up. Yes, a warm up. The house is nice and toasty warm with the wood stove in there. All right, let's get the stoves going. And then we can actually get some work done today. Oh my, the boss won't be too impressed.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 22 degrees Celsius, which is minus 7 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It was nice in the Kingdom at the beginning, and then towards the end it got extra chilly. You can actually see the moon is out right now. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, I got Mr. Useless heater apart, and I plugged it in. The fan would just barely turn. So I plugged it in, and it barely moved, and then it tripped a little foo-foo thing right here. Okay. All right. So I took the cover off, and it's dry in here. Dry. But now it spins. Okay. So it looks like I have to put it together with some lube, and then add some 2-stroke oil to this diesel fuel, because the diesel fuel is too dry for the diesel heater. Oh my, what a world we live in. Okay, just about 6 o'clock in the Kingdom, and I have nothing to show for the day. Yes, Mr. Heater, Mr. Useless Heater, is junk. Alright, whoever assembled this thing over and across the ocean or whatever, 2 of these bolts are stripped out because they over-torqued the impact. Okay, take that off. Like magic. Alright, these ones are stripped. Okay, all I did was loosen it off, take the tip off, clean it out, blow it out, whatever, double check it, and then go to tighten them up, and those are loose. This thing here wouldn't turn over after I put this back on, okay, and I put a little bit of lube in there, and you have to back the screws off. There's one screw, this one over here. As soon as you snug it so it stay in, this don't turn. Yeah, so that's not good. So it tells you there's no quality in this. So we got it to go through its cycles. We get flame out of here, and or whatever, we get an orange ball out of there every 4th or 5th time. I just shake my head, but it won't engage into, how would you say, turbo heater or whatever. Unreal. We took the cover off, the fuel filters over here, cleaned it out, blew it out, and also too, we changed out the filler cap here. We put the one off the one in this on the wheels, the bigger one, the 125, I think it is, BTU, and it leaks on here, so it's the base leaking. So that's unreal. So there's no sense spending money on this. We can buy another Chinese diesel heater and be happy. Yes, we don't have to worry about an extension cord. We can just run around with a 12-volt battery. All right, enough of this. We wasted time. I'll watch a video today Maybe it has to do here with these air adjustment screws. I know on the other one, the bigger one, there's a little gauge and you have to have so many PSI or whatever for the Bunsen burner to engage. Yes, oh my. All right, let's go check on the flags. Okay, it's cold out here. We're not going to stand around too long, but that red paint sure does look good on the salvage sloop. Yes, everything is multi-purpose, multitask here in the kingdom. And look at the flags. Yes, look at the flags. I don't know where the moon is. There's the moon. Way up there. All right, let's go quickly walk the dogs, make a video, and warm up in the house. Unreal today, but we had fun, I think. I don't know. Talk to you later.